Ladies and gentlemen, as we head into the 12th five-year plan, there are some objectives we must try to achieve in the science and technology sector. First, we must ensure a major increase in investment in research and development, including by industry and strategic sectors. Two, we must ensure the creation of a new innovation ecosystem. Three, we must achieve greater alignment of science and technology sector with the inclusive development needs of our nation. Four, we must expand basic science infrastructure. Fifth, we must encourage greater research collaboration among universities and national laboratories. We hope to use the National Knowledge Network to this end. Finally, we must enlarge the reach of international collaboration. As far as resources are concerned, the fraction of GDP spent on R&D in India has been and remains too low and somewhat stagnant. We must aim to increase the total R&D spending as a percentage of GDP to at least 2% by the end of the 12th plan period, from the current level of about 1%. This can only be achieved if industry, which contributes about 1/3 of the total R&D expenditure today, increases its contribution significantly. I sincerely believe that public sector undertakings, particularly those in the engineering sector, should also play a major role in this expansion. We have to increase public-private partnership and catalyze significantly increased interaction between publicly owned science and technology institutions and industry. It is in some ways ironic that the General Electric and Motorola have created world-class technology hubs in India, while our own industry has not done so, except perhaps in the pharmaceutical sector. We need, therefore, to look at ways and means of incentivizing private research and development under Indian conditions. At present, publicly funded R&D is skewed in favor of fundamental rather than applied research. It is easier to attract industrial funds into applied research areas, and a set of principles should be formulated to push such spending and to drive public-private partnerships in research and development. The Biopolis in Singapore is an interesting example of a cluster approach that has brought together 2,000 scientists and researchers in the area of biosciences from public laboratories